occasional glimmers of hope when one side or the other inches toward a compromise, but there remains this dangerous game of chicken playing out in D.C. What exactly are you concerned about with the direct impact on Pennsylvania if we go over this wonderful media term, the fiscal cliff?
Well, I have a new term for it because one of my staffers said this by accident. This is exactly what it is. It's the federal cliff. Mm-hmm. It's their cliff, but we are downstream and we are going to be the recipients of less resources that we have been passing along for decades from the federal government to the local citizens. And all of a sudden it is going to dry up. There's a couple different areas. Number one, I'm worried about the overall economy of Pennsylvania. Yeah, we're doing a little bit better than we were a year ago. Not as much as I'd like to, but we're doing a little bit better. But it's a very fragile economy here and across the United States. And all of a sudden, if this money is taken out from the sequestration side, come January 1, there are going to be people that aren't going to be getting money that they've been getting for a long time. There's going to be people looking to the states to come up with this money. And as you know, our economy, our budget is a very tight budget. We had to get our spending back in line and bring it back to that is with the money that we have coming in revenue, that it matches and not spending beyond our means. So there will be less money going down into various programs that are somewhat dependent on all of this money. What we know is that in non-defense spending, there would be approximately $300 million less coming from the federal government to the state in non-defense spending. In defense spending, it's approximately $1.3 billion. Now that's where you really get hit on the economy side, because those are jobs. Those are jobs in Pennsylvania. Those are either direct in the industry or indirect for people who support the industry.
And that, Governor, is the sequestration side of the fiscal cliff. There's also the tax hike side, which could take billions of dollars out of the Pennsylvania economy and send it to Washington, D.C.
That's exactly right.
How do you prepare for something like that?
Well, I mean, we're preparing our budget. I have to deliver a budget address in February.
6 or 7 weeks from now.
We are really, we are going forward at this point, because we'll know in the beginning of January. But at this point, we're going forward as if it doesn't happen, but we, question mark here, question mark there, all the way down the line, and then we're going to come back. But not only does that affect us then, that's going to affect downstream too. The monies that we give to the counties, the monies that we give to the school districts, and so forth. Because if we have to make up what we don't have, federal government gives money directly to the school districts. I'm not sure whether that's part of what would be cut. So I think we're in for a ride.